Good afternoon and welcome once again to Match of the Day. To see a match between Aston Villa and Birmingham, which over 90 minutes seemed faster to me than any I'd ever seen before. In addition to that second city rivalry, we sample the excitement of the FA Cup as two giant killers of past years meet, Colchester and Yeovil Town. But in a moment we'll start the action in Wales, where Swansea's romantic climb from the 4th Division has breathed life into South Wales soccer once again and also provided a fixture against the once mighty Newcastle United.
And my news today includes the latest on the transfer front, the goal Liverpool's Sammy Lee didn't score, and an FA Cup warning for the champions from non-league Altrincham.
So it's straight to the Vetchfield Swansea, where it seems as if the ghosts of past players like Mel Charles, Cliff Jones, Terry Medwin, the Allchurch brothers and so many more seem to be inspiring the present team to extraordinary achievements, with a little assistance from manager John Toshak. Their opponents, Newcastle United, and your commentator, John Watson.
Match of the Day cameras visit the Vetchfield for the first time ever and find Swansea and their supporters in buoyant mood. 2 promotions in the last 3 seasons and 2 home games in these next 4 days mean this famous Welsh club are within touching distance of the 1st Division, a level they've never reached in their history. And to help that ambition, Alan Curtis returns to Swansea after 18 months at Leeds United. He's expected to make his debut against Watford on Tuesday. Swansea, still without the injured David Giles, are forced to make a change because Alan Waddle has flu. So number 10, Jeremy Charles, switches from defence to attack, and there's a place at the back for number 4, David Rushbury. Newcastle make a change at number 9 because they've sold Billy Rafferty to Portsmouth this week, and his place goes to a midfield player, Peter Cartwright. For any young viewers who won't make it as professional footballers, how about trying to become a referee? This man, Les Burden, began refereeing as an 11-year-old schoolboy, and so therefore he's refereed for 30 years. Newcastle start the match playing from the right, and it's Swansea in the dark shorts. Turned back by Brian Attlee, and that's the first corner going to Newcastle in the first few seconds. Stuart Bohm is making his way forward, and so too is Kenny Mitchell, numbers 5 and 6. Played short for Kenny Wharton, his shoulder. Two teams here in need of goals. Swansea haven't scored in 5 of their last 6 matches, and Newcastle have managed only 17 in the league all season. Foul by Bohm on Jeremy Charles. James turning it in for Stevenson. Oh, 2 of them in each other's way, and it's going to come to Charles. Attlee gets the foot in as well. Keep an eye on the Swansea number 2, Brian Attlee. Joins the attack very frequently and has scored some useful goals, including one at Newcastle, where Swansea won earlier in the season. Neil Robinson, always plays with his socks down. Nice ball in for Jeremy Charles, and Kevin Carr claiming it gladly. That was Shinton, it was Robinson, and it was Coonan. Newcastle averaging a point a game prior to this match. It's Coonan for them. Dutchman with a good left foot. She always prefers to use rather than his right. Here's Mitchell. That's Bobby Shinton. Oh, that's a good ball for Johnson there. And still Johnson, and the side netting from a player who was signed by Arthur Cox for £60,000 from Middlesbrough and is still looking for his first league goal. Well, he wasn't far away there, making use of the space and shooting into the side netting, Peter Johnson. It's Mitchell who was penalised. Aiming at Jeremy Charles. Foul again. This time it was Bone. Leighton James, deflection off the wall and a goal! Mick Martin trying to explain what happened, but Leighton James' chip ricocheted off the defensive wall and beat Kevin Carr in the far corner. (1-0) to Swansea. Johnson. That was Leighton James' 7th goal of the season and makes him joint top scorer now with Alan Waddle. And now Wharton. Johnson. Jeremy Charles is the Swansea captain, and he's certainly wanting too long on the ball there. And this could be awkward for Swansea, but Phillips, not for the first time, steps in at the right moment. And that back pass by Hazi Abdic shows how confident he is on the ball. Mitchell. That was a good interception by Rushbury, and Leighton James hugging that left touchline as he likes to do. Robbie James! What a start here by Swansea. Robbie James gets the second, made for him by Leighton James. Number 9 going down the left. Early ball in, and Robbie James got the touch. So only 15 minutes gone, and Swansea lead by 2-0. James the first and James the second, you might say. And John Toshak must be a very happy manager at the moment. Hazi Abdic. Mahoney. Leighton James again. Little nick from behind by Mick Martin. Referee showing the yellow card for that foul. Mick Martin just clipping the heels of Leighton James. Leighton James with the ball in. Stevenson arriving, it's going to run to shoulder. Robinson won it back for Swansea. Mahoney turned on, and Mahoney goes for the return. He's onside. That superb play by John Mahoney, and Kenny Wharton prevented a certain goal. The way Mahoney played the 1-2 to beat the offside trap was a lesson to footballers everywhere. He went round the goalkeeper, and Kenny Wharton's foot kept the ball out. Back again to Leighton James. Low in, oh, Robbie James! And Charles! No, handball. Handball, says the referee. Free kick. Leighton James fired it in. Robbie James crashed it against the bar. Jeremy Charles put it in. Handball, said the referee. But the way Swansea are going, they'll be looking at their best win of the season, which so far is 4-1 at Bolton. They could have had 4 here quite easily. And the Vetchfield responding with generous applause. Mahoney offside this time, though. Johnson, tucked in for Bobby Shinton. Fouled by Attlee. Clear case of obstruction there by Attlee. Oh, Mitchell's arriving here, he's hit the post. Cartwright from the rebound. Finds Kenny Wharton, and away it was by Robinson. But the unlucky player there was the Newcastle number 6, Ken Mitchell, whose timed run and effort ended with the ball striking the post. Cartwright, shoulder. Turning it across, and well taken by David Stewart. James won it, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Referee spotting that Coonan was pinching ground. Challenged by Jeremy Charles, dispossessing Mitchell. Johnson covering. Shinton has pulled wide to the left wing. He's coming in now. There he is. Now it's Coonan. Johnson forward. Looking for Mick Martin, but Newcastle giving the ball away. Leighton James seeing what was on and anticipating and putting Robbie James in possession on this side. Sweeping play by Swansea. Robbie James driven in. Charles came in. Down the right, firing the ball low across the goal, wide of the goalkeeper, and Jeremy Charles making absolutely sure.
So a highly impressive first-half performance by a vibrant Swansea side, and they continued their search for goals in the second half.
Phillips, on by Robinson, that could be awkward. James making ground, this is a good run, good stop by the goalkeeper Carr. Can he get it in this time? Oh, I say he can. Robbie James must have had 3 goes at it. But as long as they go in the end, they count. And his persistence paid off with a good early run. Carr stopped the first effort, he was in there again, and when it rebounded once more, Robbie James got his second, and he got Swansea's 4th. And that equals Swansea's best total of the season. The goal coming after 64 minutes. Robinson. Mahoney goes again, lovely play. 3 waiting in the centre for them. And Mahoney can try again. Mick Martin taking the ball away from his goalkeeper effectively. Swansea win it back, but not for long. Gary Nicholson. Players to his left, Alan Shoulder in on goal. Good chance here for Newcastle. Shoulder hits the bar. In goes Nicholson for the rebound. Phillips touched it back, and Rushbury away. Well, in fairness to Newcastle, they've now hit the woodwork twice. Mitchell hit the post in the first half, Shoulder hit the bar then. Carney. Well, there's one thing about Newcastle and one thing about any team managed by Arthur Cox: they won't give up. Refusing to be demoralised, they've created their best opening of the second half there. Header by Bohm. Robinson now to Robbie James. Oh, it's a nice turn. James ball in. Mahoney arriving and tucked back by Mick Martin. Bohm. Shinton. There's Attlee again. Always ready to go forward, but the return pass from Robbie James not quite as good as normal. Shinton. Martin. Carney. Martin. The man running there is Shoulder, but the ball was surely out, was it? Well, Nicholson came in to finish it off, but I think it was a goal kick, not a goal. Alan Shoulder it was who chased the ball towards the dead ball line, turned it across the goal for Nicholson to put it into the net, but the linesman on the far side had no doubt at all that the ball was out, and it's a goal kick. And now Leighton James, still going for Leighton James. Carney is the defender. Nice piece of skill by him. Robinson. Attlee. Phillips. Attlee. Leighton James again. Oh, not an easy ball for a goalkeeper. As James curled it in, although I think there may be a Swansea substitution in the offing. This is Mick Martin. Shinton, beaten by Stevenson. Offside as Jeremy Charles ran back. And Swansea will make a substitution. Looks as though Leighton James is going off. And the man coming on to replace him is Tommy Craig, who captained Newcastle at Wembley in the League Cup final of 1976 against Manchester City. So he's renewing some fond memories by playing against his former club. Harry Nicholson showing some good touches since he came on. Looks here for Shinton. And Shinton wonders about a shot. Feeds the ball through, and a good save from Shoulder by David Stewart. That was a good stop. Ball fed through to Alan Shoulder by Shinton, and Stewart very alert. Carney's cross, that's an awkward one for the Swansea defence. And here's a chance for Kenny Wharton. And referee Les Burden blows the final whistle to signal a fine win by Swansea City. 4 goals to 0, a comprehensive reflection of the game, with Swansea getting their teeth not only into Newcastle but into a 4-day period when they could move right into the promotion frame. Alan Curtis, David Giles, Alan Waddle still to come back into the side, Curtis having rejoined the club. But on the day, the players out there did the job emphatically enough.
Well, there's always been keen rivalry between the two football codes in Wales, but it sometimes disguises the fact that the local heroes from both games have a deep respect for each other and enjoy each other's successes. Gareth Edwards and John Toshak are no different.
Well, I can remember a few years ago now, John, obviously when I was involved on the playing staff here, that the facilities left a lot to be desired. Do you think that the advent of this new stand and the future of the club is more or less secure now? How does that relate to the players?
I think so. The standards that we got outside the first team, and honest, we would like just yet. I think we could improve our playing structure, reserves and youth league, which brings me round to you actually, because if you remember that game you played for us at Anfield for half an hour, there were one or two people on the backroom staff who were quite impressed. And you know how often we play midweek matches here at reserve team level. So instead of coming down and watching, it might not be a bad thing if you got your gear on and turned out for us. You might lose a little bit of weight.
Do you think I'm still good enough for it?
Well, I think so. I mean, we keep telling these other lads they're good enough and they're going out and winning 4-0, so there might be some hope for you yet.
I fancy my chances are when you're in the middle, not in and don't mind.
Well, that might be the problem.
Would you play with me?
If you really want me to,
You said you're not good enough for the second division. Are you good enough for Welsh League?
Well, I might just be good enough for that. I'm sure with someone like you alongside me, there's hope for us.
So it's going to be Edwards and Toshak, not Keegan and Tosh.
That's it. We'll leave Keegan and Barry John to do their own bit, and we'll get on with ours.
I'd love to, John.
OK, smashing.
And if you think that's a joke, it's not. They both mean it. Well, as a result of their win against Newcastle, Swansea moved to within 2 points of Notts County in the second division promotion race with a game in hand. County lost yesterday, as did second-placed Chelsea, and if Swansea beat Watford on Tuesday evening, they'll go third on goal difference. West Ham extended their lead at the top to 3 points by getting a point from the goalless draw at Blackburn.
Well, the exhilarating Aston Villa-Birmingham game coming up soon, but before that we continue to reflect the progress of the FA Cup competition in its centenary year. Yesterday, two clubs, Colchester and Yeovil, whose names as a result of past cup performances put fear and trepidation into the minds of the mighty, tried to mesmerise each other. Alan Parry was with them.
At Yeovil's overnight hotel on the outskirts of Colchester, they came face to face with their opponents earlier than expected. By an oversight, both teams had booked the same hotel for their pre-match meal, and they even ended up in the same dining room.
Obviously, it must have slipped at the back of his mind that their lads normally come here for lunch, their pre-match meal, before matches. It's not a situation that any two sides probably want to really relish, but it's happened, and I'm sure we won't throw toast at one another. We'll just say hello.
Well, there was plenty of glowering across the tables, but no one threw any bread rolls. For Yeovil, it was tea and toast. But steak and chips for Colchester, an apt reminder of the difference in status. The talk was of the FA Cup, the day 9 years ago when Colchester earned a permanent place in Cup history.
Kick being taken by Brian Lewis. On spray, missed it, and Gibbs! Crawford got it! Crawford's there. And Simmons. 2-0 for Colchester. And Lewis for Colchester. And Simmons 1 against 1 here. Simmons and Reedy. And it's there.
Colchester's finest hour. And the FA Cup holds great memories too for Yeovil.
Cup fever grips Britain and Somerset finds itself centre of the footballing world. And in the 28th minute, the unbelievable comes true. A well-judged free kick by Stan Hickman sends the ball into the Sunderland goal mouth. It bobs around dangerously, comes loose, and with a quick turn, skipper Alex Stock slams it in.
Today, 31 years later, there's a new generation of Yeovil fans, but the FA Cup holds the same magic for them. Hundreds made the 6-hour coach trip from the West Country for what proved to be an eventful match at Colchester.
Brown. Wignall's header, and this is Cook. Bremner coming short, and Lee on the run, and he picks him out with that fine ball, hit for Goff. Ooh, what a very good effort by Bobby Goff. And that header on by Green, finding Bell. Morrell. Rolls making it difficult for him, and indeed Rolls fouling his former clubmate. Hence the smile. And again, all three big men inside the Colchester penalty area for Yeovil. Swing once more towards Green. Oh, a little big turn forward, and it's a goal by Clive Green! And Yeovil have rocked Colchester in the first 15 minutes with the goal they had planned. It came from that free kick, flighted in by Borthwick. Bell turned it on, and there was Clive Green, Yeovil's leading scorer, to slide home his 10th goal of the season and possibly set up another experience by Yeovil of giant killing. Nice layoff for Leslie. And now Allinson. 3 men in or on the edge of the box here if Allinson can make the cross. perhaps slightly overhit it, but no, it comes to Hodge, and a good save by Parker. But it looked for a moment as though Allinson had overhit the cross, but when it was turned back, Hodge, from a very close position, forced the ball towards the bottom of the Yeovil goal, and Parker did well to snatch it on the post.
So an even first half, but in the second it was almost one-way traffic on the Yeovil goal.
Lee for Colchester, good layoff for Leslie. Allinson's racing down the left, and he finds him. 4 men in the middle as Allinson tries a shot himself. It was almost too hot for Parker to hold, but he caught it at the second attempt. Bremner in the middle, so is Goff, and so is Lee. The cross coming over towards Lee. Nearly breaks for Bremner, but Durbin denies him. And nail-biting last few minutes for both sides. Kane's header away. Leslie chips it back into the box. It'll break there for Bremner. And Steve Wignall gets the goal that rescues Colchester, just as it seemed that Yeovil had clinched another famous cup victory. When the ball was played in for the umpteenth time, Bremner climbed for it, but it ran loose, and Wignall, right-footed, clipped it high into the top of the Yeovil net, and Brian Parker can't believe it. And it looks as if Colchester have earned a replay in the last 5 minutes of this game.
Number 53.
So a replay it is, and within the hour it was inside the Colchester boardroom that both managers and their teams gathered anxiously around a radio set to listen to the draw for the third round.
Number 56, Colchester United, Yeovil Town. Number 40, against Watford.
Well, there we are. A groan of disapproval from all around us, but let's ask the managers what they think of the draw. First, Bobby Roberts.
I'll be quite happy to be playing Watford, yeah.
That means you're not terribly confident about the replay on Wednesday, then?
Well, we know it'll be a hard game. As I say, if we get through, you know, it'll be very nice, but we know how difficult it'll be at Yeovil.
Barry, the incentive, you've got a home replay of a home tie as well in the third round if you get through.
Yeah, obviously, at the end of the day, when you're drawn at home, especially from the support point of view back home on Wednesday night, that'll bring a few more people into our game on Wednesday, and hopefully they'll support us, and having Watford in the next round would be a really nice thing to have.
Well, now for that frenetic First Division local derby between Aston Villa and Birmingham. Villa in with a chance of going to the top of the table again, and Birmingham on this season's spirited performances in no mood to let them. That should have produced fireworks, and it did. Your commentator, Barry Davis.
The two skippers, like their two teams, have each been enjoying a very good season. On the left, Dennis Mortimer of Aston Villa. On the right, Archie Gemmell of Birmingham City. And the referee for this 86th Birmingham derby is Keith Hackett of Sheffield. Both the teams are unchanged, and curiously, each has only one Brummie in the lineup. And in both cases, it's the youngest member of the team. For Aston Villa, it's 19-year-old Gary Shaw. And in the Birmingham lineup, he's 2 years younger, wearing number 3, Phil Hawker, who's playing his 7th consecutive game this afternoon, having taken over from Mark Dennis. And there's Alan Evans, who scored the winner in the first fixture between these two this season at St Andrews, when Villa won by 2-1. As you can see, rather a blustery afternoon. The pitch looking in perfect condition, the wind in the main blowing from our right. Both sides in need of the victory. Aston Villa have dropped 6 of the last possible 8 points, and Birmingham City beaten in their last 2 matches by Liverpool in the League Cup, although they played very, very well at Anfield, and by Leicester at home in the league last Saturday. And the first header from Evans produces the first corner. Worthington waiting in the middle. And Cowan's creating space for himself. Challenged by David Langan. Kirbishley, Worthington, Good stretch by Bremner, as he nearly bought the dummy. Well won by Geddes. Mortimer ahead of him. Beautifully played by Geddes. The goalkeeper to come out and does it well. Lovely run though by the Villa skipper. The pass just too long. But very difficult for David Geddes to judge. Leaning on by Gallagher, and the kick has been given. Birchin has come back to Mark Evans, number 4. 9 is Geddes. And there's Evans! And it was almost very good, Evans. Just about a ball's width away. Whelan's very sure where it was going to go. Worthington. Dillon. Plenty of support in the box. Field for handball, which would never have been given. Always aimed at the man. Worthington. Ainscough couldn't, Birchin couldn't. Was very, very tight for Villa. Met by McNaught. And Curvis is dropped. And slotted into the crowd. Morton has gone on for the first time ball, gets it back. And Whelans with a punch. 2 best breaks that Aston Villa have made. Both involve the skipper, Dennis Mortimer, making the forward run and getting the early return. Both occasions the goalkeepers just got there in time. Thrown up. The snap from Des Bremner. Stake by McNaught, and here's Worthington. Well, he struck it very sweetly. Suddenly there was a hole in the middle as McNaught's header sent the ball the wrong way. But there was just one defender back. And Worthington's shot going away from the right-hand post as he looked. Oh, lovely play by Swade. Geddes. Goalkeeper coming forward, claimed it well. Almost something out of nothing. What a sweet turn by Shaw to find Morley, who's in with a chance here, and he hits the crossbar. What a real example of the way Villa attacked. It was a lovely turn by Gary Shaw, swung it out to the left, and Morley was off on the rampage, and as he cut inside, his shot bounced on the crossbar. And the applause from the crowd as we reach the half-time point of this 86th Birmingham derby. The score sheet is blank, but some of the football, bearing in mind the pace of the game and the tension of the occasion, has really been quite remarkable. Ron Saunders in his military coat, set to take his seat for the second half. And over the years in the league meetings between these two sides, Aston Villa chalked up 34 wins, Birmingham 28, with 23 matches drawn. But neither side as yet in this 86 match have been able to add to their goal tally, which shows 142 for Villa and 121 for Birmingham. Shaw's shots, oh, and a good one too. Seemed to hang in the air a bit. But the referee says goal kick. Well, the only person who could tell us for sure if the referee is right, we are looking at now, Jeff Whelans. But it did seem to hang as it approached the crossbar. And certainly his hand covered it, to say the least. Now Todd for Birmingham. Cohen's a loose one from Todd, and Shaw is unmarked in the middle. There he is! Oh, what a marvellous piece of play! Fine save by Jeff Whelans. A mistake by Todd, and Villa built at such pace down the left side. Shaw was unmarked in the middle, got the header, and a brilliant save by Whelans. Mortimer came off Dillon. Bremner, bit of a blaze away. It's the second of the match. We've had an hour of the match. We have still to have the first goal, but it's had just about everything else, this fixture. Definite push by Evans. Worthington quite clever at it. There are occasions when he just doesn't move. Todd to take. And there's Joe Gallagher's got away, and it's a goal by Birchin. No, the flag is up on the far side. It's not going to count. Gallagher's header. Birchin who got in, but the flag up on the far side, and no goal. McNaught forcing Worthington away again. Shaw to Geddes, to Shaw, to Morley, surely. Yes, but Langham saw it too. Now here's Ainsker. Look at that. Whole match encapsulated on this near touchline. And it was Cowans who made the goalkeeper's dive. Here's Gemmell. Great groan of disappointment, the wind going out of the balloon. Mortimer. Shaw and Geddes to his right, and Todd timing the tackle yet again. It is quite unbelievable, this spell. Here's Birchin. They're actually stopped. And it was Bremner who came back to turn a clearance into another attack. And that's for Geddes. Shaw in the middle wants it. And it arrives straight at the feet of Whelans, as Geddes was determined to go alone. And the ball across the middle would have forced the goalkeeper to make a decision. Come out, and Geddes decided to go alone. Shaw and Hawker, Geddes this is, and he's ready to count! And David Geddes, the man who's come into the side because Peter With is suspended, at last breaks the deadlock. 64 minutes, and at last we have a goal, and David Geddes will milk the moment for all it's worth. Hasn't had too many chances since he came here, but the score in the match against Birmingham is a great prize for any Aston Villa player. He's not yet back over the halfway line. He is now, and away we go again, with Villa leading 1-0. Here's Worthington. The trip by McNaught. Well, they scored first in the match at St Andrews in October, did Aston Villa. Birmingham equalised and Villa went on to win with a late goal. Worthington, Gallagher, Ainscough, goal kick. Go forward again. Increase and multiply would seem to be the comment from Rimmer. Here's Todd. Williams. Three up for Birmingham City. The free kick has been given to Villa, and Birmingham City make their quick substitution. Steve Lynex has come on, and Kevin Dillon, whom he's replaced, has already gone off. Lynex with 13 minutes to make his presence felt, and to prevent Aston Villa from doing the double. And suddenly, and finally Shaw puts it in. It was Geddes who found himself coming from a curious position, who had a flick at it, and as the ball came back, Gary Shaw was on the spot. So barely had Birmingham reorganised themselves before they go 2 down, and surely down and out. Here's Alan Ainscough. That's nice. Crowd for this absorbing, very English match, 41,101, which is by almost 10,000 the best crowd at Villa Park this season. Geddes. Oh, this could be useful, well taken. And Hawker finding some space in his own box. Handball by Cowans. Archie Gemmell. Todd. Shaw and Geddes against Gallagher and Todd, with Morley racing forward on the far side. Ball carrier is Geddes. Well, he actually lost control at the vital moment. And he was stretching for it when he made the shot. So it stays at 2-0, and it stays at just 1 goal against his name. On by Evans. And he got it in, yes, Geddes. Poor Jeff Williams, one has to sympathise with him. He's played far too well to have three past him. But David Geddes, who spurned the chance a few seconds ago for his second goal, now gets it, just squeezing it in after Evans had made his considerable presence felt. So with 83 minutes gone, it's 3-0 to Aston Villa. Away by Evans. Ainsko. And again. And Birchin just cannot get through. And finally it's a corner. Away by Swain. Up comes David Langan. Shaw. On by Worthington. And here's Birchin. Oh, and he hit the post. Managed to get it under the body of the goalkeeper, who was let down by his defence. And it came back off the post and into safety. And the end to a pulsating affair, which has obviously pleased the home crowd as their team come off with a 3-0 victory. All three goals coming in the space of a 19-minute spell in the second half. 2 goals for David Geddes and 1 for Gary Shaw, his 15th of the season.
Well, I felt out of breath just watching that game, and it set me wondering what produced such commitment. For Aston Villa, was it the huge bonuses that it's been suggested that the players were being paid? That's the question I put to manager Ron Saunders.
I think there's a load of nonsense spoken about money. There's a tremendous amount of nonsense being written about the bonuses that these players are on. The players at this club earn every penny that they get paid. And a lot of the basic wage at this club are not a patch on the basic wage of a lot of other clubs. We believe in paying them what they deserve and when they earn it. Full stop.
Ron Saunders, a character if ever there was one. Well, just for a moment, let's reflect on the refereeing of that game. As we've said, it was played at breakneck pace, and I thought Keith Hackett did a superb job in letting the game flow. I can think of 1 or 2 referees who would have never had their whistle out of their mouths, but if he saw a player play the ball, he made sure that the game was allowed to go on, whatever happened and whoever hit the ground hard afterwards.
Well, Ron Saunders is clearly pleased his team are back on top of Division 1. Villa are a point ahead of Liverpool, who drew 1-1 at Ipswich, the side in 3rd place, and with 3 games in hand, the first of which is at Tottenham on Wednesday.
Well, thank you, Bob. And I don't know what kind of week you've had, but it's been a very exciting one for me. And I know Football League matches are the club's bread and butter, and it's the competition to win. But if you want excitement, which sets the pulses racing for the fans, the managers and the players, there's nothing to beat the anticipation and perhaps the reality of a good cup run. Good evening.
Number 38, Swansea City, 24, against Middlesbrough.